What if people don't know how to? They're not good at it, and they hate going out to meet people because when they do, they get a bad reaction. Why do you want to develop the very highest level of social skill? Social skills to help you get what you want out of life. That's the theme. That's the catchphrase of my channel. And social skills are amazingly impacting at getting people to levels of success in all areas of their life they've never seen. That's why I'm so passionate about this stuff. Even if people are to implement 10% of what I teach, what that's gonna do to the trajectory, they're gonna be able to speak so smooth, of their job, of their relationships, it's gonna take them from going like this to going like this, exponentially up. And I realize that, and that's why I put these videos out. I love coaching people into their success with this. And social skills and social tactics are a big part of that. But you know what else is a big part of that? That's even higher fidelity than tactics. By higher fidelity, I mean it rides even higher. It's a more overarching concept. That is the mood and the happiness that you feel in your life, because people naturally are drawn to people that are happy. So if you give me someone who has some decent social skills and techniques, or someone that is just truly really pumped and happy about their lives and where they're at and what they're doing in this world, definitely gonna take that other dude. He's gonna come across a lot better. Even if he doesn't have these skills, it's very important. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the results of the longest study ever conducted on human happiness. It was over the course of 75 years that they followed this group of people, trying to dig down and discern at the core what makes people happy. Last year, they polled a bunch of, I think it was like 3rd graders, 6th graders, 9th graders, and 12th graders. And they said, what do you feel like is gonna make you happy or not happy in this life? And the answer's probably not surprising to you. Number one was money. 80% said getting rich. Like 60% to becoming famous. In this YouTube culture, everyone now wants to be a YouTuber. They think it's so glamorous, like for everyone just to know you, like that's gonna lead to happiness. That was the second biggest one. I don't remember what the third one, it was kind of insignificant. But let's break down the results of this study so you can understand that. I want you to live your life and be actually happy, not on these things that maybe our brains are leading us down, these roads that aren't actually gonna make us happy. What a bummer. Now you're 65 and you're like, whoop, thought that was gonna make me happy. It didn't. Don't waste your whole life trying to hustle for something that isn't really gonna make you happy. So let's look at the results of this study and go from there.
I wanna jump in here real quick. If this topic is really interesting to you, I'd suggest that you check out my new podcast. The first episode just went up today. And in my podcast, it's a weekly breakdown where I'm gonna go more deeply into the topics and subjects that I talk about in my video, and also tell a story every week about something that happened in my life that helps demonstrate the topics. And at the end of the podcast, I'm gonna take a Q&A where I'm gonna take one question submitted by viewers and fans and answer that. So if that's interesting to you, go check it out. It's on iTunes and Stitcher. It's called The Charisma Matrix Social Secrets. All right, let's look at the results of this study.
Robert Waldinger was his name, and he was the professor that started this study in 1930. He's still conducting it today, but he went to Boston, a poor community in Boston, and picked a subset of people to represent the entire community and has been following them ever since. He's still following them. Some of them are still alive today. But what he found was indicative of their health, their happiness, and how long they live. I'd say those things are pretty important in a successful life. Are you happy? Are you healthy? And how long you're gonna live? Those may be considered the 3 kind of cornerstones. And what he found was probably no surprise, but it's always interesting to hear these things reiterated to you. It's all about social connectivity and connectedness. How happy are you with your relationship with your friends and with your family? And if you're happy with that and you have these good relationships, not a huge number, but a solid number of relationships, and that means different things to different people. You don't want to get to the point where you feel like you're spread thin. Don't feel like you have to have 100, and if you have 100, then 200 would be better. It's a good amount for you. You're gonna have these benefits. Now, if you're socially isolated, or the term lonely, if you feel lonely, you don't have enough friends or family connections that you feel that sense of connectivity and that togetherness, your mental cognition drops much sooner, you lose your health, and you die sooner, basically, okay? So great, so we hear that. I've heard that before. It's really interesting to hear it in this long of a study, but what do? Okay, we know that. Well, maybe you don't have that many friends. What do? All these studies, it makes me angry. They say, oh yeah, you do this. It's always better if you have more friends. You should have more friends, spend more time socializing. What if people don't know how to? They're not good at it and they hate going out to meet people because when they do, they get a bad reaction. Well, you need to learn how to do those things, and that's why I created this channel. So what I would encourage you to do, first of all, enjoy the free content on this channel. There's a ton of different things. If you were to go through and watch every video, I don't even know how many I have at this point, 200, 300. If you were to watch every video, you would be so much further ahead than the average person. But a few easy things that you can do right now is there's so much connectivity out there with the internet now. So now you can find people who have your same interests so easily. Let's say you like rock climbing. 100 years ago, if you liked rock climbing, I don't think they had the technology to tie people off back then, but it was probably pretty tough to find a group to do that. If you like crocheting, if you like oil painting, just jump on the internet and you're gonna find a group. If you live in a city with any significant size of population, you can so easily find these people, and that's gonna give you a massive head start without even going into social strategies and tactics that you can use. If you find people who are interested in the same things that you are, it's gonna make everything so much easier. Think of something that you like that's very niche and specific to you. Okay, for me, not too many people are doing a ton of stuff on YouTube. So do you think if I run into somebody who's a YouTuber as well, it's not gonna be the easiest thing to strike an interesting conversation with them? I could have zero social skill and it's still gonna be a great conversation because we have the same interests. So give yourself that tailwind of finding people that have the same specific interests as you, and you don't even have to worry about the other stuff. Now, clearly, I suggest that you get your social skill set up, because then when you enter an environment like that, you're gonna be able to do whatever you want because people are gonna like you because of your social skills. You're gonna be able to put off a nice impression, get people's attention, give off all the right attributes, and also engage them on a level of the interest like you. And if you don't want to go through the 250 videos right now, I put together a social invincibility checklist which condenses down a lot of that into 5 main points. You can get it for free because you're coming from this video. Just touch or click up here in the left-hand corner and you can download it and go through it to give you a nice little prep when you're going into these meetings to meet other people. Have you joined my Instagram channel? What's it called? Instagram page? I don't even know. Charisma Matrix. I'm gonna be putting some behind the scenes stuff. So you want to see what's going on more in my personal life, getting videos set up, doing things like that, you can join me there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so here. I'll talk to you soon.